1.
Good afternoon, everyone, from Dunrovin Ranch in Lolo, Montana. We have with us our wonderful friend, Brandon Carpenter from Rygate. And you almost didn't make it today, did you, Brandon? You had a hay delivery on the schedule, did you not?
Yeah, I had called, a couple of days ago, and I'd canceled. And because I've got my last load of hay, semi-load of hay coming in, I think I've got 9 in, and I got this last one to go. And it was going to be a great opportunity, and mainly because it's on the truck driver's schedule. And when the truck driver says he can be there, you need hay, you kind of drop what you're doing to make it happen. So I was all set, and then he called me early this morning and said, "Hey, this wind is blowing too hard. I'm afraid to stick this truck on the roads with a load on it." And rightly so. He's exactly right. Those guys are professionals, and he's a good, safe driver. And if he's concerned that the wind can blow over a 35 ton of hay, he's right. And I said, you know what, that's good. So I was able to then right away text you guys and say, "Hey, can I uncancel that cancellation?"
We all love having you. Some of our chatters are talking about Judge Brandon. I need to introduce you as Judge Brandon now. This has really gone to their head. It may not have gone to yours, but it's gone to theirs.
Well, it's kind of funny because the first day I was in office, I was in my chambers, and the new county attorney, he came up the stairs. I'm on the second floor of our old courthouse. It was built in 1920. Neat old building. Love that building. And he said, "Good morning, Your Honor." And I snapped around. I thought somebody had walked in behind me. I didn't know what was going on. It's getting a little hard to get used to that, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know Lisa will keep you honest.
Oh, yeah. I get no respect from her whatsoever. So the night I won the election, she was going to bed. It was getting late, and I walked in, and I said, "Well, from now on, when I walk into a room, I believe you're supposed to stand up." And she said something that blankety blank something ain't going to happen here. So yeah, she keeps me humble.
Yeah, well, very good. So Nicole is out there ready, and this is the first time she's ever used a pack saddle. So she may need a little help getting everything adjusted, but Oggy's had it on before, as you well know, when Ashley was here.
Yep.
So I think he's ready to go, and I know Nicole is. So I'll leave it to you guys. Thank you for texting us and getting back on, Brandon. Really appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys for being so flexible and then unflexible again. So that's good. Hey, Nicole, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm windswept and windblown, but I've got no snow, so it doesn't look like the wind's blowing very hard over where you're at, but you got snow.
Yeah, we've had some wind gusts coming in and blowing, but it hasn't been too bad. Sure, not as bad as what you've got.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the snow hitting us and blowing us around. So what we're going to do is work while we can, and you look like you did a pretty darn good job of getting that pack saddle on Oggy. It was probably fit to him last, so it should have fit pretty well. And let's see, you've got that's a Decker, so you've got just a front cinch on that. And is it tightened up like you would do a saddle?
I haven't tightened it yet.
Okay, so yeah, just lift your panniers, and it looks like you've got your panniers actually in place just fine. They fit over the D's.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. It's just they're just sitting on there right now. They're not attached in any sort of way. So,
and that's okay. And the point to that is, really, you a lot of times don't have to tie your panniers down when you're packing if your balanced load is such that it's not going to move. It'll just sit there and hold itself down. And this is
gotcha.
This is not I wouldn't say it's not traditional because panniers have been around for a long time. It's just another way of packing where you don't have to make manties and bundle everything into a canvas pack and then put it on. So I would call this kind of a lazy man's way to pack, and there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong that way. It's just your skill level does not have to be very high at all to use these, and that's fine. That's good.
Okay.
Now, the one thing about him is that if you did have some snow or some wind like we've got, you can blow those packs up and over, because you can see on the top the D's or bows of the saddle are up there so that you can tie ropes through there. Well, with this design, they're utilizing those D's in exactly the same way, only you just slip this whole thing right over the top of them and let it sit. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And then you just fill it evenly on either side so that your weight is balanced. So what I want to do with him is just what you've done. Looks like you've tightened him up. It looks like his breeching is hanging just about right. And his breast collar looks like it's probably in the right spot. As I think Suzanne's right. Ashley probably had this thing set just right the way we were working at it before. So let's do the same thing as we did last week. There we go. There's a good close up. You can see those show them where the D's are at. Instead of me just describing it, put your hand on the front D and the back D. There you go. Those are the big metal things that it sits around. The big bow that's sticking out of it. The great.
Oh, these guys.
There you go. Those are called bows, or also called D's. And this is a traditional Decker pack saddle. So what a lot of people think of when they think of a pack saddle is the X's, the wooden X's that come up out of there. And it essentially does the same thing, just a little bit different manner. I tend to like the Decker better because I can be much more versatile with it. So that's good. There's millions and millions of pounds of cargo, or I probably should say tons, hauled around on sawbucks or Deckers alike. So okay, well let's grab him and take him over to the round corral real quick, and let's just do a really fast, or I shouldn't say fast. Let's say abbreviated session with him. How did he do this week?
He did all right. It's been a busy week, so I kind of did a little bit with him out in the pasture. He's a lot better at following me out there than he is up here. So
okay,
he's a goof.
Well, part of that is the pressure. He knows that he's got to come to work here, so nobody likes to work. And then when he's out in the pasture and he can do whatever he wants, or he knows it's going to not be very long in the session, then they're just psychological animals like we are. So yeah, let's take him in. Let's just work him a little bit. It won't take much. And then we're going to have Lonza and you pony him a little bit. And this is going to shake on his back a little bit when we move him, hopefully. And then we will, partway through, we'll load those hangers up so they have a little bulk to them. And it's not necessarily the weight, but it's the size of the pack that we want him to be able to feel and kind of hit Lonza in the hind end when he comes by, but stay away from her a little bit,
right.
That kind of stuff.
Here, buddy.
There you go. And they look funny when they've got a saddle on them or a pack on them and no headstall, no reins, no nothing, but we don't care what that looks like. We're just still using him exactly the same way as he would as if he had nothing on him. And not having a lead rope attached to him is always a good thing to try to get that response with him not knowing, or knowing that he cannot be jerked or led around, that he's on his own. Oh, I like that he's nice and calm, and he's actually not just trying to saunter as slow as possible. Very good.
Yeah.
Did you see how he hesitated right there at the spot where we've been stopping him?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so we will not stop him in that spot again. We'll pick another place that we want to work him from.
Very good. Fun.
There you go. Good. Very good. What do you notice about his posture right now?
I mean, what I've been noticing is that he's mostly looking at me and not completely avoiding me like he has in the past.
Yes. Yep.
But he seems fairly relaxed.
Yes, he's relaxed and he's pretty neutral in his headset. He's just swinging his head back and forth equally. He is looking out at times, but he's looking at you probably as much as he's looking out. So that's a very good thing.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and get him to stop. Very good. Now let's just start right out. Go ahead and drop your whip, and let's start out by just you walking up to him and stroking his neck a little bit, and then trying to have him come with you.
Nice. Oh, good boy.
Very good.
Come on. Hey, buddy. Oh, rude.
Okay, you got to wait till you get his head turned around. Talk to him a little bit. Get his attention.
Hey, bud. Hi.
There you go. Now walk. As soon as his head turns, now walk. As soon as his head turns with you.
Come on. Yes, good boy. Come on.
Yep. Okay, get a little closer. About halfway. There you go. Very good. Well, he's leaning.
Quite the stare down there.
All right. Yeah, he's leaning your way, so he's stopped. He stopped listening, so go ahead and reconnect by just stroking the length of his neck.
Okay.
We're going to start out really slow and really as non-assertive as we can, just to get him to come with us without saying, nope, I'm going to fight you. And then he still puts his head out there like that just to ignore you. There you go. And when he starts to turn with you, then go ahead and walk away. Keep that momentum of his head headed in your direction. Okay, take your hand down now. He might turn towards you when you put your hand away. There you go. Now walk away. Have him come. Almost. Okay, go ahead and... almost. Boy, he's... I almost thought he would take a step that second time. So just... good job. Yep, you're doing exactly the right thing, Nicole.
Good boy.
Yep.
Come on.
Okay, get a little closer to him. Don't get too far. Right there. Good. Okay, if he turns away now, let's go ahead and send him around the corral once.
Okay.
And make him move. Make him go fast.
Go on.
There you go. Make him trot.
Go on.
So let's go ahead and at some point, let's not try to get him to come to you this time. Let's go ahead and just have him turn and stop, and then get him to come to you from the other side first, where he's a little less resistant.
Okay. And then hope. Good boy. Right.
Turn your body a little more. Turn your shoulder towards him. Okay, he turned the other way. Go ahead, turn him back around.
No, hope. Good boy.
There you go. That's better. You see how your body was your chest was in his way, your belly was in his way? So you got to turn that so your back is parallel to your rail to give him all the room in the world, get your energy out of his way. Okay? Good. And stop him anytime. There you go. And then turn him the other way and make him go around the other direction for a bit. Turn your body more. Good job. Push him. Good job. Watch that hind end. Very good. Very good. Much better.
Let's go.
There we go. I like that. He's blowing a little bit. And those packs are not bothering him at all. Notice that? He's not worried about him. He's not shying from them. Very good.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh. Whoa.
Okay, drop your whip.
Oh.
There you go. Okay, walk up and stroke him on the neck. Make that physical connection, and get him to bring his head back around when he's paying attention to you. See that? Exactly the same thing. He's just telling you no. All right. So go ahead and now bring. There you go. Now walk away. Ask him to come with you.
Come on.
There you go. Go closer to him. And just slowly walk away from him. Get him to come kind of like you got a rubber band on him. And you don't want to stretch it out too far without breaking it, but you want to put a little tension on it too. So did you halter him at all and work with him to get him to come to you this week?
Yeah, I did.
But that was out in the corral or out in the pasture.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's part of the issue. We want to make sure we put him in the same situation they're in when you're wanting him to do it here. So he gets used to like, oh, okay, I'm still in the corral. I need to do it here. There you go. You're doing just the right thing now. Back up, stroke him a little bit, and then walk away like you're doing. There you go. Walk away. Walk away. How'd it go, girl? You're doing it. Oh, you're doing really well. He's trying to. Okay. Nope. So go ahead and walk up to him and then grab that jaw and bring it with you. We'll try to just nudge him along a little bit. Don't pull it completely because he'll resist, but just kind of bring it, try to get him to just bring that head around so that he starts to take a step and then let go of his head.
Okay.
As you're walking away and have him follow you. Okay, be a little more assertive. Get your hand under that jaw. Pull him. Yeah, what a jackass. There you go. Just like that. Yep. Now, there you go. Now walk away. Let go. Ask him to come. Ask him to come.
Come on.
Okay, walk up again. Do the same thing. And it's really important that you ask him to come and that you give him a really good cue on your leg so that he sees that and comes with you. Yep. Okay, get your hand under his jaw. He's pulling away from you. There you go. Pull him around. Keep coming. When he takes a step, let go of him. There you go. Now pat your leg and tell him to come with you.
Come on.
There you go. Yes. Better. Keep coming. Do a figure 8 around there.
Come on.
Yep. Okay, go back to him. He's not going to go. Do the same thing on this side. Just try to bring him around with you, just like you did the other side. Get that hand under his jaw. Bring him around. Just and be very assertive about it. There you go. Yep. There you go. Now let go and have him come with you. Good pats on your leg. Don't quit giving him a cue. You got to really over-exaggerate these cues for him so that he figures out that that's what you need. Okay, there you go. Yep, keep coming. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Come on. Boy.
There you go. Good.
Good boy. Come on.
Turn to your right real quick. Try to lose him now. See if he'll stay with you by turning sharply one way or the other. There you go. That's fine. Yep.
Come
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Good boy.
Go into the center of the corral so you're not just using the rail. There you go. Good. Very good. Keep giving him cues. Keep showing him that cue. Very good. Praise him for it.
Good boy.
It's important to get that
Good
praise.
boy.
Come back to the center. Very good. Yes. Yes.
Boy.
One more time. Now he's wanting to smell the whip. Okay. Now just go ahead. He's stopped. So just go out. Yeah. Go right off to the side and give him that cue. Ask that cue first and have him come with you. Cue first. There you go. Yep. Okay. You've given him the cue. Now pull him around. You're taking a step. Now walk away. There you go. Very good. See, it's important to give that cue first so that he knows that when you ask that, what you're asking for. Very good. Good. All right.
Boy.
Good. Now go back to the center and stop. Have him come with you. Almost lost him.
Oh.
Yeah, there's the gate. There you go. Good. Give him a cue. Bring him around. Bring that head around. There you go. Give him the cue and walk away. Keep cueing him. Keep cueing him. Don't forget. There we go. You can't over-exaggerate this cue as long as he's doing what you're asking him to do.
Come on.
There we go. Yes. Okay, get to the center and now stop. This is all we wanted out of him, so that's perfect. So let's go ahead and halter him. But before you do, really praise him, stroke him. Is he chewing?
He is, yeah.
Okay, good. That's important that he's using some acceptance there. Good. And then I'd go to the other side of him and stroke him exactly the same way. Good. Very good. Now get your halter when you're done and halter him up, and then we'll go for a little bit of a ride.
Great.
Very good. Now, just for safety's sake, we're going to get on Lonza and Pilham just like we have been. And those paniards are likely to shake a little bit, but not too bad. And if he spooks or something, then it's not a big deal. It's, you're not going to get hurt with them going by. You might snag a leg on them or something, but it's not going to be as big a deal as it could be as if you just put packs on him and took off. So we're just kind of slowly introducing a little bit more of the pressure and movement on his back. Because eventually we'd like to have him haul like some big paniards or some actual, like some manties with some, some writing on them or, some kind of a thing for Dunrovin. Right. And she's like, hey, look at this. Look what we can do. And have him kind of be in a showpiece. Where'd you hide Lonza?
Oh, she's over by the ranch camera, so you probably can't see her.
I can't see her. Okay.
She's taking a nap right now.
Wish I was. There she is. There's the fabulous Lady Lonza.
Lady.
Now, what I will do a lot of times is once we get to the point where I've got a big pack that I can put on the panniards, and generally I have a couple of old medical boxes that I will put in some manties, and that was a kind of a trick that Smoke Ellsworth, he's from around your country, taught me, was using those, and I'll put those on there and let them bang those boxes around in some trees or corral poles or whatever it takes, and it kind of shocks their body a little bit to where they start watching that pack behind them instead of just what's in front of them, and then they can start to gauge how far that sticks out from their body, and they'll start watching, and they will dodge around or step sideways around trees, around any obstacle, rocks, ledges, whatever, so that they don't they don't hang those packs up on an obstacle and it shocks their body. So this is just a progressive step for that, but it's mainly for the spookability right now. And I don't think he's going to be a problem, but we still want to go through that and just err to the safe side.
Yeah. I wish they had that spatial awareness when I'm riding them. I've hit so many branches with my head before. Quite rude.
Well, if you're riding them, then aren't you in control of that spatial awareness?
Yeah.
Yeah, using those legs and pushing them off the side, doing kind of half passes, things like that is always handy. It's good work for them, too. I mean, they're listening to cues in real time while you're keeping yourself safe.
I have to chime in and defend myself with those darn panniers. I started out with a regular Manti and diamond hitches, and my pack horse was Monty. He was tall. I'm short, and I don't have real strong upper body strength, so this was a great way for me to be able to pack with these panniers.
So I think what you're doing, Suzanne, is just admitting that you're a quitter.
Well, it was a whole lot more pleasant, let me tell you that.
Yeah, my dad, as he got older and his shoulders were all tore up and he wasn't all that tall. He's only about 5'8" on a good day. And he got to where he wouldn't make manties anymore. He would throw those panniers on there and do it just exactly like that. And he'd stick those things full with whatever he needed, a little bit at a time, because he could do it, but he could still get out there and, at 70 plus years old, go in the backcountry by himself with a horse and a pack horse.
Yeah, well, it makes it possible for short people to do these kinds of things.
Yep. And you do what you do because you can, and you adapt to it, and you might take a little bit more time to do it, but who cares? You're still getting it done.
Exactly right. I had a lot of fun. I only took one horse at a time. I never had a string, but I did take Monty camping in the backcountry, so it was fun.
Okay, stay right there, lady. Sorry, I gotta grab something out of the tack room real quick. Can you stay there? Yep, you're a good girl. Alonzo. Sorry. Got it. Brandon, you gotta come meet Jack sometime.
I've met Jax.
You have?
I have. I was over at Suze's last summer and met him.
Oh, well, he's bigger now.
Well, I would imagine he is. He was pretty good size then.
Oh.
He's going to be a big boy.
Cool.
Can I give you a hint or a little tip there?
Always.
Whenever you mount up, whether it's from a block or on your stirrup, don't just let that horse walk away, even if it's a half a step. make sure that you are stock still until your feet are in those stirrups, you're ready to go. And if you need to light a cigar or whatever it takes for you to get comfortable to get down the road, have all of that stuff being able to be done while they stand there. What'll happen is they'll start to walk off more and more and more and quicker, and then pretty soon they'll start to walk off before you put your foot in the stirrup, and then it's hard to get them to stay on that block like she was. So making that discipline for them to stand there is really important. And I learned that with my grandpa yelling at me when he got onto a horse that I had been riding, and he put a foot in the stirrup and that horse took off. Of course, at 15, 14 years old, I was just leaping right in the saddle and it didn't bother me a bit. But he was yelling things to me and telling me that, by God, he wanted these horses broke so pilgrims could ride them. And what he meant as an aging pilgrim himself. So I've never forgotten that lesson. And I've seen a number of times where people have gotten themselves in trouble because they let that horse kind of have the mind that they could walk off. So really work on that. It's about discipline. So, and I know you guys are dealing with some folks that have, not necessarily on Lanza, but some real limited skill level. There you go. And it always helps to make sure that keep things quiet and controlled.
Okay, good.
There we go. Yeah, look at him come right along. That's good. What you don't see, Nicole, is he is distracted a little bit about what's by the barn, and he's looking at it, yet he is still maintaining some distance with a loose lead rope. So that's way good. He's paying attention to his spatial distance between him and Lanza, yet still coming along and looking around. And you can't control where they look, and that's fine. There's no problem with that. But what I really want to point out is that he's aware and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, even when he's looking somewhere else. So that's very good. Okay. So let's, when you feel comfortable, let's speed him up a little bit and see if he'll stay with you, and then make some sudden stops to see make sure he doesn't go past you, that he stays behind him. And we'll see how these panions, if they flop much. Oh, very good.
Good boy.
Very nice. Very nice. Look at him chew and lick. He knows what he's supposed to do. Very good. Good. He's staying on the outside of that turn, or he should be. Very good. Got the rope under Lanza's tail, it looks like, but I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Good boy.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. Gosh, I'm liking that a lot. A lot. And he's not looking back at his packs very much either. So it's really good news.
Boy.
I'm keeping an eye on his hind legs and his stride and how he's putting his feet down and the weight bearing that he's doing, and he's very, very equal on both sides. So we're in really good shape on how his stress on that leg is. I don't see any limping at all, so we're really good. Yeah. Now, as you come around, make a turn. Ooh, no! Oh, he lost it there, but pulling back in place. Okay, make him come around you. If you have to drag that line up through your hands, that's fine. But make him come around. Don't reposition yourself because you may not be able to at any point. You might have to have him do everything, and it's not easy, but necessary. So he totally blew his lesson there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now reach over, pop him on the butt, make him step around. There you go. Very good. That's better. There you go. Okay. So why don't you trot her over to the gate, tie him back up, and then let's load those panniers up.
Okay.
Well, let's have him trot over there and then stop and see how he does. Good, very good. I see his feet planted. And he backed up a step. Good. Nice. Very good. And if we can just make those packs just as kind of bulky as possible, we're not trying to conserve space for once. We're trying to make a bunch of space just to have something sticking out there.
Right.
So here's a suggestion: take one at a time and roll it up, and put it in, and then put the other one, and then roll the other one up and put it on. That'll waste even more space. There you go. And now roll the other one up and put it behind it. Yeah, I like how it's already starting to stick that panniard out. Very good. And we don't care if it comes unrolled, just as long as it kind of sticks that panniard out some. Good. Now here's kind of a little something. I keep saying panniard, like it's P-A-N-Y-A-R-D, and it is, but it's actually spelled P-A-N-N-I-E-R, panniard, or from the French panier, like the frog of the foot, Portier.
Yeah, I don't know much French.
Good.
Buddy.
Yeah, but that's, you get some of these terms and how they're spelled and how they're pronounced are a little bit different. Now, this is where we might have a little bit of weight difference, and we'll see what it does. It's probably not much, and it may not make much of a difference, but I would expect that panniard to kind of shake down onto the near side of his frame, since we're looking at bulk versus weight. And
yeah.
And when you get into, maybe someday we'll do some packing type stuff, and you start talking packing, you can have something that's lighter, make it act like it weighs more by making it bulky or stick out further or hang down further. It's all about balance and lever arms and all of that kind of stuff. It gets pretty complicated, but you get a feel for it. So bulk outweighs weight is a good rule of thumb.
Gotcha. You stand there, bud.
There you go. That's better. Much better. Look at her kind of swaying back and forth looking for a place to move to, though.
So,
Very good. How are you liking using that horn on that saddle as a tool to keep him in place?
oh, I love it. I feel like a real cowboy.
That's what that thing is. That's what it's for. Makes a difference. Yeah, we'll see what he does coming through this gate. Yeah, didn't. Looks like he kind of sidestepped it a little bit. All right. Now, let's see if we can get him with a little bit more speed on his trot. Let's see if we can get these paniards to flop a little bit.
Okay.
And if he does, just slow Lonza down and let him go around you. And, you know, if he spooks, just let him go around you. It's not a big deal. You're not going to get hurt. And just keep that line with your on your lead around. Yeah, he's watching that back. Keep that around that saddle horn so you can just hold on to him. But he is watching that flop on that near side. Very good. See, notice how he's watching it, looking at it?
Yeah.
So what we want to do, this is a good start. So what we want to do when we do this next time is we will bulk those out. Maybe we'll grab about 3 or 4 saddle blankets on each side if you can. Roll them up like that so they really stick out. Yeah, and it's hanging down. I figured it probably would, but just a little bit more weight difference. Very good. He's stopping where you want him to. He's doing well. We just need to do this a little bit more with those packs a little bit fuller. There you go. Good. Pulling back. Yeah, good job. Good job. Good job controlling him where he's at.
Boy.
Good. And he's likely to try to run past you at times when they spook like that. And he's not spooking, he's just watching it. Let's see how he's running past you because he's just a little bit uncomfortable. This is exactly why we do this. How do you feel about changing arms now? So,
Oh, I'd be down for that.
okay, let's lead him so he's on that other side of her. We'll try to place him on her offside by swapping that line over onto your right side and having him follow on that side of her. Good.
Back. Yeah. Good boy.
And you'll notice in the camera you can really see how your paniards are listing to on your near side, like we kind of figured they would.
Okay.
But it's not a big deal. They're not going to come off. Your saddle's still staying where it's at because there's hardly any weight there. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, see, he's watching her, or watching his packs. Everything's a little different. So we'll just start out at a good walk, just like you're doing. Doing great. Looks like Lonza's getting a little irritated.
Yeah, she's not too happy with her new exercise program. There you go. Good job.
Good. We'll get a couple of stops on there and see how he does. You can get him to do like he did before and just stop like he's supposed to.
Oh, boy.
Good. Good. Do about one more stop when you get a shot, and then we'll make him trot a little bit and make him speed this up a little bit and see if he hits the hind end of her with those paniards at all.
Okay. That's...
Oh, good.
Oh, boy.
Very good. Good praise. That's a good job praising him. Very good. I noticed he was wanting to default to that other side there a little bit. He was watching those packs and it's kind of pulling his body that direction. But this is good. This is again making him change up what he's doing and get comfortable with with what is not comfortable to begin with. Very good. Very good. Keeping that head over. Good correction. Very good job getting him to back up too. Very good. Let's go ahead and try one more trot like that and see if he'll stay back. If he does, then let's end this and then take him over to the round corral and see if we can get him to follow you one more time.
Okay.
He's doing great. Doing very good. So he's getting ahead. There you go. Good. Yeah, make him. When you see him start to catch up to you a little bit, that's the time to stop him. And usually just put a hand out there and get him to step back. Let's try that one more time.
Back.
Good. He's getting it. Not bad at all. So let's go ahead and take him to the gate. And just before you get to the gate at a walk, let's go ahead and just have him stop again to see if he does it better at a walk. And then
Okay.
We'll pull him out there, put Lonzo away, and then we'll take him over to the round corral and have him work again. And you don't have to worry about unloading these panniers. I just pull the whole panniard off of him. They're light enough you can do that. That way he just has a pack saddle on.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Good. Very good. He's watching. Now, we'll see if he steps around this pole. Look at that. I like it. Good. Good. Very good. And we'll just take a couple minutes to hopefully get him to comply with this really well. And then we'll be done for the day.
Good lady. right, buddy.
And you'll notice his it's like his saddle blanket underneath that pack saddle is starting to come work its way out or back. So go ahead and take your panniers off. Just pull your panniers off of there. And they can hit the ground, it's no big deal. There we go.
Cool. All right.
All right, so let's do exactly the same thing we did when we first started. And that's just to get him to move a little bit, stop, and then come with you. And if we can get just a couple of those, get him to follow you a little bit on both sides, then that is a really good lesson.
Okay. I think I'm confusing you. Go on.
There you go.
Go on. Let's go.
Yeah, I would say he's starting to slow down, so make him go a little faster. Good. On your terms, not his. A little faster. There we go. There we go. That's better.
Go. Go.
And you notice we're on the side that's a little harder, so we can either make this a challenge or we can turn him, stop him and turn him, go the other direction to try to get him to move from that near side instead of this off side.
Okay. Let's go. Oh. Boy.
There you go. Good body language there. Hey, turn him back.
Oh.
Don't let him go. Don't let him go. Don't let him move. There you go. Turn him around.
What? Good boy.
Back around and then stop him and then make him turn back like you want him to.
Oh.
There you go. Good.
Let's go. What?
Tap him on the shoulder. Make him drive him off.
Oh.
Okay, turn him around. Just turn in the wrong direction. Oh. There you go. Quick. Stop him. Don't let him take any more steps than he absolutely can get away with to get him turned back around. There you go.
Let's go.
There you go. Now stop him.
Oh.
Turn your body. There you go. There, you're getting it. Starting. Put that whip up there on his shoulder and tap him on the shoulder. Make him move. There you go. Much better. Much better.
Let's go.
Now, whenever you're ready, and I would stop him somewhere away from that gate. Then go ahead and stop him and see if you can get him to cue towards you and follow you around.
Whoa. Oh.
Good. Drop your whip. There you go.
Oh. Hey, buddy.
Grab that jaw. Yeah, there you go.
Come on. Good boy, come on.
Good. Praise him. Praise him.
Good boy.
Good. Keep coming. Keep doing it.
Good boy. Come on.
Go into the middle of the corral and then turn sharply to your left. Try to see if you can lose him.
Come on. Good boy.
Or maybe even sharply to your right next time. There you go. Well, keep going. Just do really sharp. Take a 90-degree turn. There you go. There you go.
Good boy. Come on.
Take him to the center. Yep. You're doing that exactly the right thing. Picking him back up. Raise him a little bit. Bring him. And cue him up. Very good.
Boy.
That's better. And I'd stop him right there, Nicole. Very good. Praise him. Praise him. Praise him.
Boy. Good job.
Very good. Now you're making some headway with him. But see how it's important to do that cue first as you're doing it so that he knows what you want, and then continue to do that cue to follow and then praising him while you're doing it. Very, very good. Good job. Well, I think next time we will be able to probably fill those packs up, do a little bit more work, and then we're going to get more creative after that about putting some big scary things that flop in those panniers and still moving around with it. So we may even have to acclimate Lonzo to that again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, work him in this corral this next week. Don't do it in the pasture. Do it in here where it's the same context of what you've been wanting him to do. And you're going to get better and better at it. Mm-hmm. He's going to start coming around now.
Okay.
All right. Well, good job. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. We'll see ya.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.